Out of the estimated world population of 7.7 billion, 3.6 billion are actively engaged in a variety of social media platforms for various reasons, with Kenya having 11.75 million users. From the state's statistics, about 50% of the population is at the risk of becoming social media addicts and suffering from its untold consequences. Social media addiction is a behavioral addiction characterized as overly being concerned about social media, driven by an uncontrollable urge to log onto or use social media and end up devoting too much time and effort, thus impairing other important life areas. Living in a global village, people can flaunt and judge the life of others online. In this ideal life, bodies are perfectly shaped, hobbies are exciting, holidays are perfect, relationships have a happy ending. But is this virtual happiness a true depiction of reality? Hidden in these perfect lives are cases of mental health issues like depression, anxiety, and suicide. Social media has revolutionized the world, turning us into brand ambassadors of perfect lives, having standards of beauty and lifestyles that can't be attained. It creates a sense that one has to succeed at all times and pick the interests of others. Our lives are now a subject of what our virtual friends think. For instance, I'm afraid of being judged in regards to my skin color, so I opt to use filters and makeup while posting any content online. Social media has brought with it the unhealthy aspect of comparing oneself to other profiles, which are nearly stellar in real life as they are on the front page, leading to the feeling of inferiority, envy, and disappointment that you cannot beat them. You end up devaluing yourself. People tend to use social media to seek validation from people that they rarely talk to in real life, or if ever, they just want their self-esteem cups to be filled. Constant quest of follows and likes also drops minutes amount of dopamine in your system, literally physically making you addicted to social media, leading to the increase of anxiety and depression. The effect of addictive social media use is as much as like that of substance abuse or even gambling. The dopamine released in the brain's reward system is equivalent to cocaine. The more you get it, the more you want it. These social media networks tap into the human needs, the need to know, to be accepted, or even develop an identity. People end up sleeping with their phones thinking that their solutions are online. The dynamics on this social network can also cause serious damage, especially on impressionable young people. Social media is, however, a double-edged sword and a very useful part of modern interpersonal communication. One could put social media to good use in terms of advertising their businesses, most of the small businesses, or their continued existence to social media platforms. However, one shouldn't base their whole existence on social media, but just make it a small part of their lives. Let's face it, there is no study that has been conducted that shows that the more you're on social media, the better your mental health. I spoke to one individual who was addicted to social media and had to stop using it as it drove her to attempting to commit suicide.
I started using social media from when I joined campus. Every time I posted and got likes, I got more addicted to post more and more. I continued to strive to post what I seemed as the perfect selfie or video, which is the perfected face, skin and body. I spent more time in taking more selfies, trying different skincare routines, and doing excessive exercises because of social media portrayal of what a perfect life is. I started getting addicted to that type of lifestyle. It reached a point I couldn't distinguish between the real life and the glorified life on social media. It became overwhelming and I fell into depression and led me to trying to commit suicide. I overdosed. I couldn't talk to anyone because I couldn't pull off that mask and seem imperfect or even weak. But luckily, I was rushed to hospital and began my therapy journey, and I can now say without a doubt my mental state is much better and I was able to grow as a person and avoid the excessive use of social media. Social media addiction is real, and I would advise everyone to be mindful of their use of social media. Try going out and prioritizing people.
That is just one among many cases of social media addiction among Kenyan youths. People have become prisoners of social media dictatorship of happiness and virtual success. it is an issue that shouldn't be overlooked anymore. Is this the kind of life we want for our future generation, where the first thing when they wake up is to check their feeds and likes before even saying hi to a human being? We are losing the human connection. I'm guessing not. We should take part in using social media wisely. After all is said and done, the government also has a social responsibility to address the raging social media issues, avert effects on national productivity.